That's why I wash my hands. So in 1946, I have to look at that book to give you the correct dates. This was the largest field ever played at the Augusta National. They had 105 caddies. Never done that since. Before my time, my family made this. Okay? Number 105. So these are hand embroidered. It's called chenille, this garment. So this was worn by Amos Washington. He caddied for Claude Harmon, and he was the number 105 caddy. The other thing I have, the only one known to exist anywhere, even I've been told this by, I can't say who. No, because you're videotaping me. It's the only one known to exist. 1930s Augusta National caddy badge. Mm. That's the tag that came with it. Is that cool?
Really cool.
Yeah. I used to know all this by heart. Here it is. Speaking of it, okay. Number 105 was indicated that Harmon's caddy wore the jumpsuit in 1962. Now I have paperwork that proves that. I have a picture of Claude Harmon and Amos Washington with this. It was the largest field ever. Oh, there were 109 players. This was number 105. It's the only Masters where the field exceeded 103 players. So this was the largest field ever. And that was in 1962. And so right here, and I have this piece of paper, it's like a baseball card. And this little piece, I have this. And that shows who right up here, and here says, and this information, which you can't read from this picture, tells the story of that. I thought you'd get a kick out of this stuff. So let's go get interviewed. So most of the caddies lived in Sand Hills, which is an area of town where a lot of the blacks, and that's what the article said, moved to Augusta. And the advantage of that is Sand Hills, right in front of Sand Hills, one street over where the big houses are one way, like we would have called the mansions back then, the big homes. So the women worked like as housekeepers in these houses, and they could walk 2 streets over to do housekeeping or cooking or whatever was needed in these big homes. The males were either gardeners or did maintenance on the homes, or both the Augusta National and the Augusta Country Club are walking distance, very close to Sand Hills. So they caddied out at the Augusta National or they caddied at the Augusta Country Club. And you gotta remember, they're wearing street clothes. Well, that wasn't a good look. They wanted them to look consistent, and look clean, and look good. So they put them in white coveralls. And that is how the white coveralls came about. There were 2 uniform stores in town. Sydney's down the street, which is police fire wear, and us, you know. And keep in mind, we were already selling coveralls, short sleeve and long sleeve. I will never forget growing up, being on our houseboat at the lake. All of the old men who had their cruisers and houseboats wore a one-piece, short-sleeve jumpsuit. Poplin, short-sleeve, cool baggy. They could work on the boat motor, they could fish and everything. It was a one-piece garment. And we sell a few navies at golf courses, very rarely. At one point, we were selling the cruise ship lines.
Okay.
You see, if you go on a cruise ship, we were just on a ship. Usually the maintenance crew were all wearing white coveralls because it identifies them, and again, they all look the same. But I do not know how the first order came in, but again, like I said, we were already carrying these garments we sold a lot of them to chicken farmers and painters, mostly chicken and hog farmers, because when they'd go from pin to pin, they would change shoe covers or shoes and the garment, because they didn't want to carry disease. If they went from one pin to another pin and they had feces or something on their shoes or their garment, they could kill off, the next group. So I know that was a big business for us. Yeah, around 1940, my father, we're in the wholesale dry goods business, selling Hanes underwear and Biflex bras and Hanes socks and Easter dresses, and we were wholesale distributors to mom and pop stores, little stores on the country roads and stuff. Those were our customers. And the Walmarts and Kmart's and Rose's and Sam's, and before Costco came along, they killed our customers. They put our customers out of business. So though we had a great business, we didn't have customers anymore. And but one of our customers since like 1940, the Augusta National bought a white long sleeve twill caddy bib from us. There was a company here called Augusta Canvas, I believe, and they made the name badges that went on them. We just basically delivered the coveralls to them, and they did the work. And then when I came into the business in 1981, I started realizing we could do some of the embellishment, the Velcro and the name badges and things, make a better product that would stick to the garment or hold to the garment with the Velcro better. Do something over here, okay. We'll make it look like but what we do is we put the vinyl name there, and then we just heat press it right on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pops up, and you got a name badge. That simple. That Velcro is almost like glue. It's very hard to get off. It's easy to put on, hard to get off, so they don't come off. Same thing with the number. Velcroed. Number. And until 1998, when the family business went under, due to the no more real customers, that was our only customer, the Augusta National. And never even thought to try and sell it to someone else. And when the business went under in 98, I had to start finding a way to make a living. So I went to the PGA show, my first PGA show in Orlando, and sold a lot, but I didn't have any money to make the goods. So I told my customers we just had an incredible show and we were not going to be able to deliver their product to them this year, and we hope they give us a chance next year. And I came home and went to the bank, borrowed money, and started growing the company, the golf business. And I am a perfectionist in the sense of I like quality products. So I am just a stickler for learning the best way to do anything and have a garment last. And I will tell you, it has been years since any customer complained or sent a garment or an item back due to quality imperfection. And we, of course, inspect everything before it goes out. I mean, we really do, because we don't want it back. You know?
Yeah.
The mustard may be a different kind of stain. These are original, meaning garment, you don't clean them because once you, so this would have been blood or ketchup from the caddy. You don't mess with these. You understand what I'm saying? And you also, even if you build a case for it, like out of wood or something, the acid from the wood can actually ruin the garment. So this is all cotton. You have to be very careful how the garment is, packaged. This actually protects it from getting harmed.